Hello and welcome to another HazardX video interview. Today I'm joined by Mark Breeze, Global Sales Manager at Yokogawa RAP. Many viewers will obviously know of Yokogawa RAP, but for those who don't, the company specialises in the development and implementation of digital permits work and integrated safe systems of work products. Mark is here today to tell us all about the recent launch of a new digital control of work software, RAP4, and how it provides efficiency gains whilst keeping workers safe. So firstly, welcome Mark, and thank you for joining me. Could you start by telling us about RAP4 and why it has been developed?
Yes, thank you, Alistair. Digital control of work is key to controlling and keeping workforces safe whilst undertaking any kind of maintenance work. We use our Cortex knowledge base of potential hazards and mitigating controls, which is continuously being expanded by our users. And that underpins our ability to keep people safe in high hazard industries such as oil, gas, chemical, petrochemical, steel, to name a few. And we've been doing that since the early 90s. The new RAP4 release really provides a user-centric solution and a smoother permitting isolation functionality, coupled with our long-standing ability to run with mobile devices such as Android and iOS. And it's designed as a modular solution, so it can be tailored easily to suit an individual user to have a system that's right for them to drive safety all the way to the shop floor and provide a simple, safe user experience.
So what advantages does RAP4 offer over alternative methods of permitting?
Well, there are big differences in the capability of digital systems to carry out permitting. At the most basic level, an electronic copy of a spreadsheet, which is just a copy of the paper, is a digital solution, and it can lead to gains, but often the safety gains expected don't read through because the user isn't doing anything different to what they always did. In many ways it can be classed as a more efficient way of getting to the same incident or accident. The RAP4 system is more intelligent than that. The real core difference in it is that it offers greater granularity on activities. So a hot work permit, as an example, would be broken down into welding and grinding, which in turn leads to easier and better risk assessment and a cleaner permit, so it's easier to follow. And that in turn is what leads to plant improvements and efficiency gains, and really gives those efficiencies, but underpinned by a safer workforce.
Okay, so you've sort of touched on it there. What kind of user experience does RAP4 provide?
Well, the core purpose of the RAP system is to be easy to use. It's to enable and empower every user to understand and be able to be a part of making their work safe. And that leads to that improved safety culture where there is a greater awareness of risk, and the RAP system provides an easy methodology to find ways to mitigate it. It does that by asking simple risk-based questions, covering the work being done, the conditions and the tools being used, and then offering solutions that are based on literally millions of hours of risk assessment and permitting, and that's real life risk assessment and permitting that's built into the system from day one. It's a bit like having an expert sitting on your shoulder helping the process along, so you don't need to be an expert in the permitting process itself to use it.
And more generally, how is Yokogawa RAP positioned to support its clients who use RAP4?
Well, Yokogawa is one of the world's leading automation companies. It's well known for co-innovating with customers, and with a global network of 114 companies spanning 62 countries. And added to this, every day there are in excess of 2,000 service engineers in the field. It means we're always able to provide local support to clients no matter where they're based. Added to that, of course, the Yokogawa RAP system is a really good place for customers to start to learn about Yokogawa and see how other parts of the business can help them too, not only with safety but with overall performance of the plant, including energy savings, productivity increases, and even the latest in digital twin modeling.
So RAP4 is obviously another example of the industry adapting, moving towards smart digital technology. How do you think digitalisation is affecting process safety, and what sort of advantages do you think that software, smart devices, digital technology bring to high hazard industries?
Well, with the current situation with COVID, smart devices, digital systems are getting significantly more focused than they would have done historically. I mean, just look how easy we use software such as Zoom or Teams in our daily life, whereas a year ago we might never have dreamed of such general use. I think the key to any successful system is putting the power of it into the hands of the people that use it. And that allies well to our digital system, to the mobile and wearable technologies that are available to support it. It's potentially the start of an era of what I term a truly connected worker. And by that, I don't just mean a constant big brother watching what's happening, but rather giving the individual worker the tools to carry out their work safely, efficiently, and with all of the information right at their fingertips wherever they are. So really driving the responsibility for that work and for carrying it out safely all the way to them at the rock face, as it were.
Well, it's certainly an interesting time for the industry, and RAP4 is obviously a part of that, so it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Thank you again for joining me, Mark. To find out more about RAP4 and Yokogawa RAP, please visit the website, which will appear on screen shortly.